Good morning, Michelle Shine here. So I wanted to invite you to this new thing I'm going to start. I was just meditating. It's early in the morning. The sun's starting to peer through my window. And I got this great idea. And what I want to do is share a video several times a week that is under 2 minutes that shares a fun scientific fact. Either about our bodies or the natural world or, I don't know, space science, whatever awesome things I can find or that I'm keyed into that are just amazing facts that'll be quick and fun facts for you to repeat and for you just to know and just ponder. I'm going to be sharing those, and I might call it fun science facts or science tips, or I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet, but I'm going to start it, and I wanted to invite you. And you can look for it. You can sign up for my email list and get them in your inbox, or you can just subscribe to my YouTube channel or just check my blog site, and they'll be there. So, but with that, I wanted to also kind of give you a little bit of background about me because many of you might not know this. I have studied biology for a long, long time. When I was in high school, I could have gotten out early because I had all my requirements met. I could have gone to 2 classes as a senior and then left. I could have left at 10 a.m., getting to school at 7 and leaving by 10, and I could have had the rest of the day free. But no, I chose to take additional biology classes and a couple of other fun things that I wanted to do. So I have been a science geek for a really long time. And I ended up getting a PhD in biomedical science. So I have a very strong scientific background, and I love science. In my opinion, in the way I feel about science, at least after having taught anatomy and physiology, my feeling is that science is the microscopic workings of God. It's just amazing. It's like discovering what details, what intricacies lie beneath the surface, what we can't see, what's going on underneath. It's fabulous. It's amazing, amazing stuff. But more on my background, so I have this PhD, and I studied science, like I said, and then I went into biotech, and I was in biotech for 8 years. And what I did not realize when I got into science was that there's a lot of politics involved, and there was a lot of bureaucracy and red tape and, regulations and guidelines and just a lot of the bureaucracy. And that kind of wasn't fun for me. It kind of soiled my inspiration for science because there was so much other stuff to deal with as I was on the cutting edge of discovery. So it just watered all of that down because, 90% of my job was bureaucracy, red tape, and politics, and filling out forms and blah, 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 blah. Whereas only 10% was really the fun stuff, the discovery, So I kind of had a distaste for the science field for a while. But then after that, I went into teaching for a while, and now I've been teaching for 2 years. I'm teaching biology, microbiology, and anatomy and physiology. And as I get more into these subjects that I'm teaching, I have even more respect for science, and I get to also express my my excitement, my inspiration. I get to share that with you. And what's wonderful about it is that the feelings about science that I had originally, which is why I went and took all these extra biology classes and why I went and got a PhD in biomedical science, those reasons have come back to me, that inspiration with science. And yet you might notice, if you've watched any of my previous posts, that many of them are like personal growth and development and even spiritual in nature. And so I'm a very spiritual person too. I'm a scientist on a spiritual path, is what I like to say. And so, with my distaste, my prior distaste with science, I was really kind of leaning more heavily towards the spiritual side of things, and really putting my energy there and sinking my teeth in there and sharing from there. Now, though, since I have recently just kind of reestablished my connection to science, my inspiration with science and the powers that be and what's really going on, and sharing that with my students, then it gives me more of this inspiration that I want to share with you. So my intention is to share both spiritual sides and the science side of things, because they're not really two sides. It's one. It's all one. The energy of God is science. The energy of God is spirit. It's all the same thing. And that's what I'm discovering, and that's what I'm loving. And so I want to share that with you. And so you'll see on my posts, you'll see many spiritual posts, as well as you're going to start seeing some more science coming out of me. So I wanted to invite you to check out some of these interesting science tips. I have some great ones for you that are just phenomenal, that you're just like, what? How can that be? And it's true, so it's fabulous. So I hope you join me, and I hope that you enjoy the posts that you see. So join my list if you'd like. You can click down below, or you can subscribe to my channel, or just check my blog, and enjoy your day. Namaste.